What's going on, fellas? It's me again. Honestly, I don't really know what this video is going to be about, but I just felt like coming out here and talking to you guys. As of late, I've been realizing that life is really about what you want, and what I mean by that is, too often in the time we get caught in certain situations and positions in which are not ideal for us, and a lot of times in life, most people they don't do what they truly want. They always do something that they feel like they need to do. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just allowing themselves to just live, allowing themselves to just be. And what I mean by that is you know, you feel like, oh, I gotta go to this job, I gotta do this, gotta do that. And don't get me wrong, like go to work, like work. There's nothing wrong with work. It's just that the type of work that one feels is the way usually isn't the way. We we don't work for ourselves no more. We don't work for our own individual freedoms anymore. We work for the man, for lack of a better term. We don't really do things in order to help who we are as human beings. We don't do that to help the communities we're in. A lot of people, a lot of times, go to a job, they be there for most part of their day, come home, get on their phone or the game or something like that, and rinse and repeat. And they never really give themselves a chance to truly just live. They're just always in this infinite, never-ending loop of doing this, doing that. And even if you off work, even if you don't have like to go to your job and nothing like that, the deep indoctrination of the society in which we live always keeps you in a constant state of like, oh, I gotta do this, oh, I gotta do that, I gotta make sure I'm doing this, that. And it's like that hustle culture that is bullshit, bro. If anything, I feel like you got more of a backbone and more autonomy if you just feel like, hey, I don't feel like doing shit today. I ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple. I feel like you giving yourself a lot more autonomy and you're giving yourself a much tougher backbone and a much stronger foundation to stand on as a person, as opposed to the guy or the girl who feels like they got to do all this stuff in order to be considered somebody of value. You somebody of value no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say, of course, like just be a lazy motherfucker. Like, of course not. But that's to say that, like, when you feel like you've done everything you need to do, it's okay to just chill out and relax, man. It's okay to just sit down. It's okay to just be. It's okay to just, you know, go for a walk, be out in nature, meditate. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you feel like you want to do. Because everybody says, oh, life's so short, life's so this, life's so that. I disagree. I don't feel like life's short at all. I feel like the way we live life, the way we live life fast forwards it. Because if all you're doing is going to a job you hate, working 8, 9, 10 or more hours there, all in the name of you keeping your bills paid, or you just pretty much, and that's the thing, like we pretty much work so fucking hard and exchange so much of our lives in order for us to just be content with the bare, in order for us to just have the bare minimum. What type of life is that to live, bro? And if you live most of your life like that, you never really giving yourself the chance to live. You always will be somebody's little puppet in a sense, bro. Like you'll always be somebody that's controlled by this society. You'll always be somebody that's controlled by the man. You'll never give yourself that true autonomy, you know? So you gotta be willing to sit down and truly ask yourself, is this something I can see myself doing for the next 5, 10 years? You know? Is this like the type of life that I wanna live? You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, again, I'm gonna say this again. Like you have to have work in your life in order for it to be a life worth living. Yes, you do have to put in work, yeah. But just be mindful of the work that you do. And too often times we put in a lot of mindless work. You know, we just work for work's sake. We don't work for true freedom. We don't work for true autonomy. We don't work for true value. You know what I'm saying? We just work, work, work until we die. And that's not a life to live. And then whenever it comes time for us to go, you laying on your deathbed or whatever, and you're like, damn, like I don't think I've really had a chance to live. And that's the saddest part. Like a lot of people die feeling like they never truly lived. And I don't want that to happen to me or any of you guys, you know? So just live your life, man. Put in the necessary work. No more, no less. All right. And only you truly know what the necessary amount of work is. Cause I don't know. I don't know your life. You know? I only can speak from my personal experience. But only you truly know what you have to do in order for everything necessary to be done. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to really look at what's worth working for and what's not. So yeah, it's pretty much all I had to say though. But yeah, just how often, how willing you are to listen to that supervisor, or how willing you are to punch that clock at that exact time every single day. Be that way with yourself and your emotions and your thoughts and how you feel as a person. Be there for yourself as much as you're there for that supervisor. Be there for yourself as much as you're there for that job. You know what I'm saying? So just keep all that in mind and you'll be fine. With all that being said, I'm out of here, man. Y'all boys have a good one.